Donald Trump brags a lot about ending wars, but he just lost an epic battle with a teleprompter, improvisation, and clarity of thought. And coming up next, I have the breakdown of today's comedic and concerning moment that once again has people asking, is Donnie okay? I will share his meltdown of the mouth moment for you in just a minute, but first let's set the stage with David Pakman's and Aaron Rupar's observations. Trump was incoherent, leaning heavily, barely able to stand when speaking in Miami today after one of the worst election losses for MAGA ever. It doesn't seem like he can do this much longer. And Trump's audience at a business conference in Miami sits silently as he rants and raves and lies about his 2019 impeachment.
I got indicted. I made a phone call. Congratulations on your victory. He made a phone call. Let's indict him. These people are the worst. Then they say, he's gone after Comey. They indicted me. They impeached me. They did everything. It's unbelievable. Who the hell else could have taken that? Do you guys know anybody else that could have taken it? I don't think so. A lot of people say, you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many.
And just one more clip before I reveal Trump's bloviating blunder for the ages. This one shows that thing he does when he dances between the teleprompter and his random thoughts, usually to brag about something. And it is also where the madness begins as he goes off script to recite a grievance and conspiracy theory about the United Nations. And just one more clip before I reveal Trump's bloviating blunder for the ages. This one shows that thing he does when he dances between the teleprompter and his random thoughts, usually to brag about something. And it is also where the madness begins as he goes off script to recite a grievance and conspiracy theory about the United Nations.
In 8 months, I ended 8 wars, including Kosovo and Serbia, the Congo and Rwanda. That was going on for a long time. Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, and Cambodia and Thailand. All of them were in war, starting war. Some of the wars were 32 years old. No help from the United Nations at all. The only thing I got from them was a blank teleprompter. Remember I went up there, Princess? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump, I'm looking at the teleprompters, and I have all my friends, including your family, sitting out there, 158 leaders, some in beautiful silk white robes, others in bad shirts, bad ties, and some in beautiful shirts and ties. But they're all the leaders, 158 leaders. And they're saying, President, and I'm walking up to the President Donald J. Trump, and I'm looking at the teleprompter, stone cold blank. They did it on purpose. And I think I gave my best speech. That's what I was told. But it still wasn't a great feeling. I'm walking up very slowly. You know, I'm 20 feet. I'm trying to walk slowly because I see it's not working. They're dead. They did it on purpose. But it worked out okay. Not great people.
So that was a lot of geography that he covered without messing up the countries or their pronunciations. But his luck of the lips ran out, and he gave us this instant Trump classic.
To those places. For generations, Miami has been a haven for those fleeing communist tyranny in South Africa. I mean, if you take a look at what's going on in parts of South Africa, look at South Africa, what's going on. Look at South America, what's going on. You know, I'm not going to, we have a G20 meeting in South Africa. South Africa shouldn't even be in the Gs anymore because what's happened there is bad. I'm not going. I told them I'm not going. I'm not going to represent our country there. It shouldn't be there. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of South America. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of the world.
I'm usually pretty good at figuring out what Trump meant to say when he trips over his own tongue, but I needed help deciphering this one, and Ron Feldkowski came to my rescue with. His teleprompter says South America, but Dementia J. Trump says South Africa by mistake. But Trump can't admit ever making a mistake, so he decides instead to ad-lib some gibberish about South Africa before working his way back to drivel about South America. Donald Trump can brag all he wants about ending wars, but he's now losing the battle against basic cognition. Watching him try to dart between the teleprompter and his own intrusive thoughts is becoming a painful experience for all of us. The man who once promised to make America great again is struggling to make his speeches make sense again. This is not the image of a strong leader. It's the real-time story of a man in decline, surrounded by a team and crowds that are afraid to admit what they're seeing, but you know they are silently cringing to themselves. And today's performance wasn't just another Trump gaffe. It's a preview for the coming attraction, and we all have front row seats to the comedy tragedy.